What is up, guys? Welcome back to Between Gears. Today is going to be a short therapy drive, as I like to call it, discussing something I've wanted to talk about for a little bit regarding stick shifts in cars and which cars need them. Because I am a pretty hardcore stick shift guy. I mean, I don't think I've ever owned any sort of sports car that hasn't had a stick shift. But I've also driven a lot of dual clutches over the years as well. I mean, Porsche being the gold standard, of course, but you know, other manufacturers have made really good stick shifts as well. Okay, I have a system to determine if you should get your car in a stick shift or not. And this is less about if you're like a stick shift person or you know how to drive it or you don't. This is more about the car itself. Because you think about it, let's start on the race car end of the spectrum. Race cars, I mean, sure, they used to have stick shifts, but they do not anymore. They all have, you know, dual clutches, in some cases sequential gearboxes. And basically, I think, I'm going to spoil the video right here. I think that the closer your car is to a race car, the less that you need a stick shift, because stick shifts are all about the experience. And if you have a car that is built from the ground up to be a race car, then I bet the experience driving it is pretty visceral already and pretty engaging already. You know, you can look at something, for example, like a GT3 RS. Like, what person in their right mind would want a stick shift in that car? I mean, what benefit does it even give you at that point? The whole car was designed to be a race car and to go as fast as possible around the track. So if you want to put a stick shift in that car, it's like, why don't you just get a different car? And Porsche has you covered. They've got normal GT3s, the ST, whatever, more like touring versions of it, but they don't have a stick shift in the GT3 RS. And I think the thinking is right on that front. So let's go to the other end of the spectrum on the street side of things. In this car right here, my 2021 Indy 2 Miata. Now, this is not designed to be a race car. It's designed to be a street car and to have as much fun as possible on the street. So yes, in that case, of course, you need a stick shift. You know, unless you've got some other, you know, reason for doing it automatic. I mean, the whole point of a car like this is to have fun on the street. And so a stick shift is needed. It's like totally needed in a car like this. I mean, if it's a street designed car, you gotta have a stick shift. Another example is like a Mustang or even a Supra or something. Unless you're commuting, like what? You need a stick shift. Those are street cars. They're designed to be fun on the street. You can always tell when someone's gonna tailgate you. I mean, BMW drivers, you know, being a former BMW driver myself, I get it. I get it, but I never understood tailgating when you're like in traffic on a 50-mile-an-hour road. It's like, what? Just relax. What else is going on in your life that you need to do that? But you know, I give the BMW drivers some, I don't know about slack, but at least some understanding. Anyways, I made videos about that. They take over your mind when you have a BMW. They take it over. They like put this infection in there that makes you, you know, like drive crazy and aggressive, and I don't know what it is. It's the only car that's done that to me. But I guess the point of all this is I would be okay not having a stick shift in certain cases. And I think you should too. If you pick a car that's like kind of, you know, the experience is there in other ways. You know, I think mid-engine cars are a great example of this. I mean, sure, you got the Lotus Emira, which is, I guess, a mid-engine with a stick shift, but there's not many of them, and I don't really think in modern ones, at least, like, I feel like that car provides enough of an experience. I mean, I drove around a C8 for a couple days on a road trip with some friends. We rented some cars. Honestly, I didn't think it needed a stick shift. I mean, I've had a Corvette with a stick shift before, and people all over the internet are like, oh, give it a stick shift or whatever. Like, if you want a Corvette with a stick shift, there are 7 other previous generations of Corvettes that you can get with a stick shift. And I just feel like people misunderstand like what cars are designed to be, and they try to fit them into their little boxes of whatever they think they should be. That kind of hurts your enjoyment. I think it hurts your enjoyment of the car. So all that's to say, I don't think you should feel bad if you want to get the automatic or the dual clutch, as long as it crosses over that threshold of it was, you know, designed to be track ready, track capable. Because I mean, yeah, you should challenge yourself. If you don't know how to drive stick, but you want a car that's like a street car that you know would be more fun, substantially more fun with a stick shift, like a Miata or a BRZ. I mean, just, you know, learn how to drive stick. It'll be fun. You'll get way more enjoyment out of the car. You're not gonna break it as long as you're careful. You know, there's some great videos on how to do that. But like for myself, I'm not opposed. You know, I'm not opposed to getting an automatic if it's or a dual clutch if it's a car that's worth it, and I get the experience in other ways. I'm not opposed to it. Never done it before. So let me know your thoughts below. Do you think a stick shift? Do you think every sports car should just have the option of a stick shift because that's the only way to do it? Or do you think automatics can have their place? I think they can, but they should have their place because you want them to have their place as part of the racy type experience. But that's just my 2 cents. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Appreciate all the new subscribers. I'm trying to get to 1,000 by, I got a 1-year anniversary coming up on uploading YouTube videos. So thank you guys for all the new viewers, new subscribers. See you next time.